A very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the effect of social organization on organizational performance. Let me clearly understand that what is social organization is nothing but some informal networks or unofficial networks which is having some kind of friendly discussions in between the employees of the organization. Okay, so these kind of informal networks will help the organizations. Why? Because this will clearly tell that how the employees behave, communicate or make decisions. Okay, so this will obviously boost up the performance, innovation and employees engagement also. Okay, so here let's discuss what is the problem statement. The problem statement is, it will clearly tells you that what are the outcomes will going to exist with the social organizations. Why? Because what are the outcomes means, here it will have a clear understanding that we are using a conventional research which clearly helps you to understand that how the performance is going to influence by the social organization. Okay, here the problem statement is how the performance of the organization is going to depends on the social organization, that means informal network of the organization. Okay, here we are not using any kind of AI driven tools, we are just using a qualitative research, a conveniential research, so that we can directly get the responses of the employees over the social organizational existence. Okay, then we are going to understand what are the objectives of the study. One thing is to understand how the performance of the organization and this unofficial social networks is going to influence each other, how they interrelate with each other. Then we also understand how the creativity and innovation will go on hands on with this help of this social organization, and to also know the impact of the leadership and the corporate culture which is going to exist in the organization. Why? Because the leadership and the corporate culture which always be an representative form of the culture, organization or the atmosphere which is going to exist in the organization, and to also know that how the organizational social organization will affect the workers motivation and this social organizational performance also. Okay, that means how their motivation and engagement will interrelate with each other. And finally we are going to understand the literature review by knowing some important aspects of this study. One is the social network and the social capital and the organizational culture. Why? Because the social capital is nothing but sharing the ideas, communicating with each other and supporting, so that the trust will exist in between them and they can happily take down the work. And the social network is all about the social interactions and this interpersonal ties which is going to create some kind of togetherness in between the employees, so that obviously they can have the cooperative kind of nature to take down the work and complete it as early as possible. And this organization culture, the atmosphere of the organization will always influence the employee to do his best or the worst. So that is also we are included in this literature review. And what kind of a methodology I am using here is, I am using a conventional qualitative research, so that this conventional research method is comprised of some case studies and interviews, where I am going to conduct a semi-structured interview so that I can get the good responses and thematic analysis, so that I can confine and I can reduce some kind of a bias data. I can use only the quality aspect of the study only to give the best output for this paper. Okay, then where comes to the limitations, it's an qualitative research, there might be a possibility for the bias while taking the findings, and this study is confined to the mid and small sized firms only, where the large organization might not be enough to conduct these kind of study, or these kind of a social organization will itself not going to determine their performance. And the another aspect is this AI driven tools are not actually used in this type of a study, which will not give me some full large context of understanding. Okay, and when it comes to the conclusion of the study, this is very clear that the organizational productivity, creativity, and decision making, that means the employees happiness, will clearly influenced by the social structures only. Okay, and this study helps to link the uh, informal information about how business managers have to create the social networks to their employees, so that not just depending on the AI tools, this will also helpful for them to make some betterment in their organizational outcomes. So thank you. Hopefully you understand what I just included. Thank you.